tuned in to the Larks Network.
Finally got everything with our technology fixed, and we're live on Larks Network. It's currently the top of the fifth, 8-0 lead for the Gameday Saints. It's Game 6 of the season for the Hayes Larks. They're 4-1 on the year, 1-0 in conference play on a 4-game win streak. Gameday comes in this game 2-1, all 3 games league play. 1-0 count to Cade Brown. Grounds one over the left side will go between the shortstop, Albon, the third baseman, Fender. And it's a leadoff base hit for Cade Brown, his first hit of the ball game. And Larks need to get something going here.
Next up for the Larks, number 5, Jackson Halter.
Take us to the man batting 7th in the order, Jackson Halter, tonight's catcher from Seminole College. 0 for 1 the day with a strikeout to end the top of the second inning. Gameday has scored in every inning so far, 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Larks scoreless, down by 8. Kind of reminiscent of last year's game against the Gameday Saints when they were known as the Gameday Saints before they officially became the Gameday Angels. It was on June 12th. Larks were down 11-1 and scored 10 runs in innings 7, 8, and 9 to tie it up at 12. Then we went to extra innings and Larks won at 18-16. And that was the Monday game that we had to come back on, so we didn't get back to Hayes until 6:30 in the morning, but it was worth it for that 18-16 win over the Saints in 12 innings. 1-1 count to Jackson Halter, Cade Brown at first, Payne Ingalls on the mound. The righty will go from the stretch, line drive over the right side is foul. Ingalls on the mound. He's from Parker, Colorado, is a Pitt State Gorilla, and is up in the count 1-2. Larks went 3-1 against Gameday last year, 2-0 here at Double Angel Ballpark. They won here on the 11th and the 12th. Larks won 12-7 on the 11th. Jackson Halter will strike out here. In that first game against Gameday last year, Jeminian picked up a home run and drove in 3. Evans had 2 RBIs.
Now batting number
1 away.
12, Palmer
Cade Brown at first as we go to the third baseman in the 8-hole, Palmer Hutchison. Hutch, a Hayes native. It's his 3rd year with the Larks and his 3rd year at Gameday. In the Larks' first game versus Gameday in 2020, Palmer took one deep. That was game 2 against Gameday in 2020 on July 17th. Hit one to left field off of a fellow Hayes native, Tate Garcia. It was a part of a 3-hit ball game for Hutchison and an 8-2 win. All in all, Hutchison has picked up 8 hits, 8 runs, and 6 runs driven in the past 2 years against Gameday. 0-1 delivery to Hutchison. Outside, blocking it is Finnegan to keep Brown at first base. 1-1 count, 1 away. Larks were down to 11-1 last year before the 5th inning even happened. Never gave up hope, and they came back. They're going to need some of that magic tonight. Top of the 5th, 1 away, 8-0 lead for Gameday. Palmer Hutchison hits this where Cade Brown hit his, and it's going to be a 1-out single, and he puts Brown at second base. 2 on, 1 out. Game 1 of a 4-game road trip for the Larks. They will open and close with the Saints today, and then we'll finish out on Monday. Tomorrow we got the Denver Cougars, and then on Sunday, the Colorado Rough Riders. Then we'll be back in Hayes, have a day off Tuesday, and be back at Larks Park eventually. Braden Lucard at the plate. Hits left-handed, is 0 for 1 the day with a flyout to the center fielder Camden in the 3rd inning. Looking for his first hit of the game. Larks in 2020 against Gameday went 2-2, 1-1 on the road. Each team split the 2 series. 1-1's hit well to right field. Hodges moves to his right. Runners weren't tagging. He records the catch in right center. It'll be out number 2 in the line drive from Lucart's runners return. 2 away, 2 on. Top of the 5th as we go to Ben Ferenzi.
Top of the order now, Larks. Now batting number 4, Ben Ferenzi.
Ferenzi opened the game up with a single and then was out on the Jazz Love double play. And in the 3rd inning, he struck out swinging. With that single in the 1st inning, Ferenzi put his hitting streak at 4 games. Ingalls gets set. So Brown delivers home, misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes to the Australian infielder. Jaslov on deck, Jack Tarosian in the hole for the Larks. 1-0. This one hit to right center field. Moving back is Camden. He's in front of the warning track, and he makes the catch in deep center field. Larks get a pair of singles from Brown and Hutchison, but they don't do anything with it. They trail 8-0 as we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning here in Colorado. Bottom of the 5th, Kayla Meredith takes over on the rubber from Cam Walton. And the southpaw from the University of Tennessee misses low here 1-0. Meredith, a Tennessee native, just spent the past year at Tennessee for the Volunteers, who playing in the Super Regional today against Virginia Tech. He's away from the team to get some reps with the Larks. Gets a swing and a miss on an off-speed from Finnegan. 1-1 with the count. Finnegan on the day. 1 for 2. He reached on an air in the 2nd and singled in the 3rd inning. Drove in a run on that single in the 3rd as well. 1-1, Meredith from the windup. Off speed again. Hit to right field. Rosian has no trouble with it. That's Lukard in right field. And it'll be a leadoff flyout for Kayla Meredith. Bottom of the order, Connor Camden to the dish. 0 for 1 the day. He walked in the 3rd inning, but was left at first base. This one's hit well to left field, and it'll be a ground rule double. No, it hit off the fence, on top of the fence, and the umpire shouted 2, but it'll be a stand-up double for Connor Camden, his first hit of the ball game. Runner in scoring position with only 1 away.
Top of the order now for the Angels, number 6, Caleb Allball.
Top of the order, Caleb Allball. He's a returner from last year's game day roster out of Metro State. He's a Parker, Colorado native. He's had a good day. 2 for 3 at the plate with a single and a double and a pair of runs scored between the 1st and 2nd inning. Meredith looks at the runner at 2nd, delivers home. Inside delivery, popped out of play. Meredith looks home. Jackson Halter behind the dish, gives him the sign, sits up down the middle. Runner takes off to 3rd. Halter's throw down is going to be in time, but they won't say he got him. It looked from here like Halter threw it out. It was a dime, and Hutchison applied the tag, but they will say Connor Camden nabs third base. 90 feet from scoring, run number 9 for the Gameday Angels. All while down the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Meredith delivers off speed 1 and 2. So we're back after the technical issues. We'll be back tomorrow at a different stadium, so hopefully we are able to stream the full game tomorrow, unlike today where we get half the game. But be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Today would have been a good day to be subscribed with the notification bell on. It's free. You would have got notified when we went back live right away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. 2-2, line past Meredith. It rolls to Jaslove. Run scores from third, but the throw to first is in time. It's an RBI ground out for all ball, and it's a 9-0 lead. Camden scores for the first time today. All but 2 Angels have scored through the first 4 2/3 at the plate for them. So we go to Van Hodges, another guy who's back on the Angels from last year's squad. Sports number 8 jersey, and he's the right fielder from Allen Hancock. Highlands Ranch native versus the Chuckey, Tennessee native. This one's popped over to the right side, and it'll go out of play. 0-1 counts. Drew Sackett on deck. Tyler Dingus in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped over the right side, and we'll stay at 0-2. Do it for the Larks in the 6th inning, trying to get something going. When they need to get something going, will be 2, 3, and 4. Jaslove, Tarosian, and LaRue. Oh-2 grounded hard to Jaslove. Great scoop at shortstop, and the throw to first is a pretty one. It's in time for out number 3. Yet again, the Gameday Angels score, and they take a 9-0 lead to the 6th inning here on Larks Network. Top of the 6th here at Double Angel Ballpark in Parker, Colorado. 9-0 lead for the Gameday Angels in what's been a bad game for the Larks, but still got 4 innings to work with. Austin Jaslove leads it off, sends a foul ball over the right side. We'll go down the count 0-1. It's still Ingles on the mound. Jaslove on the day, 1 for 2 with a single, and he grounded into a double play, making his debut on Larks Network. Larks middle infielder from UTA, Tanner Rice. Tanner, how we doing, bro?
Doing good, doing good. Just enjoying the day off. Wish the outcome was a little different, but hopefully we can turn it around these next couple of innings.
It's not been good. 0-2 above the letters to Jazz Love. We'll go 1-2. 1-2 count to the Tennessee Volunteer. Looking for hit number 2, and he'll get it on a line drive over to the right side. Larks have their 3rd straight inning, starting off with the leadoff single.
Jaslov took a wipeout at first base. He's laughing about it, so he's all good.
It's good to see guys have good spirits on a day when things just haven't gone our way.
Yeah, that kind of just describes how the game is going right there.
Yeah, Larks have had quite a few errors and just a lot of things not go our way. 2 errors already, one in the last inning that led to that 9th run. Jack DeRosian at the plate, pushing an on-base percentage about 700, batting .533 as well. 0 for 1 today with a pop-out and a walk. Batting the 3-hole, the center fielder takes one outside. Number 1 sees a 1-1 count. Tyler LaRue on deck with Dylan Dreiling in the hole. Nice pitch from Ingles, catches the inside corner, 1-2. Ingles threw 5 innings. No earned runs, obviously. He's given up 5 hits. And has allowed just 1 walk while striking out 4. Foul ball off of Terosian. We'll stay 1-2 with the count. Tanner, when you're down by this much and you're at the plate, what's going through your mind? Are you just trying to get something going, or are you trying to be a hero and get as much as you can?
Yeah, you just got to try to chip away, get as much runs as you possibly can, and don't really have to worry about the outcome. You just have to worry about what you can control.
Wise. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trozy 1-2. Hutchison Blue Dragons on the roster. McLaughlin will join us soon. McLaughlin just committed to Arkansas. We'll join Austin Jaslove and Caleb Meredith and Dylan Dreiling in the SEC next year. Full count to Jack Terosian. And for hit number 1, they get on base for the 2nd time today. Ingles gets set. The payoff pitch. Grounded hard down the first base side, but it'll be just 2 feet foul the bag. Well struck. We'll go again on another payoff pitch. Terosian's leading the team in runs scored with 8. Leading the team in hits with just as many. All hits are singles. He's been hit by a pitch 4 times. That leads the team as well. He's picked up 3 walks, at 2nd on the team. Jaslov stays. The payoff pitch is home, and it's fouled off.
There's a good at-bat going.
Good at-bat, working the pitch count up. Ingles has already thrown quite a few pitches today. This next one will be number 68. And we'll get a payoff pitch coming to Terosian. Three-two again. Ingles gets set outside. Good eye from Jack Terosian, and he will walk for the 2nd time today. 2 on with nobody out, and we're going to get a mound visit from pitching coach Mike Zergott for the Game Day Angels. And we'll take a quick pause on Larks Network while the mound visit goes down. Quick mound visits is over, and LaRue will take over at the plate. 0 for 2 today with a line out and a flyout. Eagles now over 70 pitches. It's now allowed 3 walks. Throws a first pitch ball to Tyler LaRue. LaRue batting cleanup yet again, but getting the day off from the field. And it's tonight's DH. Inside part of the play, called strike 1. LaRue didn't like the call.
That was a little bit inside.
So we'll go 1-1. Terosian at first. Jaslov at second. Terosian has speed on the base paths and would likely be still in the situation had Jaslov not been in front of him at second base. So 1-2. See what LaRue's two-strike approach is. You were saying and break how good of a two-strike approach Terosian has.
Yeah, he's one of the best two-strike eyes I've ever seen in my life. Chokes up on the bat. Old school. I like it.
Worked for him, and he drew his second walk of the day in the last at-bat. This one's hit hard to the shortstop, Alba. He has some trouble with the ball, rolls into left field. Austin Jaslov is sent home from third and slips. And now we're going to get Tyler LaRue caught in a pickle, and he is going to be safe at first base. And Larks, in a weird situation, somehow get all 3 guys safe on the base path.
Wow.
Just a weird sequence of events right there.
Now batting number 33, Dylan Dryling.
Will be rolled as a single for LaRue. Jaslov just, look at some new cleats, some shoes.
Yeah.
He rounded. Go ahead.
On this field, they only allow turfs or molded cleats, so that could be a part of it.
He just rounded that base hard and then went down.
Yeah.
First pitch of Dylan Dryling sent to right field. It should be deep enough to score Jaslov and get Terosian to third. It'll be fielded by Camden for out number 1, and not even an effort of a throw in. Larks get their first run on the Dylan Dryling sacrifice fly. Jaslov scores. Terosian to third. LaRue stays at second.
And we are on the board.
Yes, sir. 9-1.
Don't call it a comeback.
For Dylan Dryling, that's team-leading RBI number 10. In the meantime, Jaslov scores run number 5 of the season. That's third on the team behind Jack Terosian at third, and you, Tanner.
Do you know how comebacks start?
How so?
1 run.
Yes, sir. We'll take it. We needed something, dog. 1 away. Cade Brown at the plate. Runners on the corners. Brown led off the last inning with a single. Got to second base, but was left there. 90 minutes into this game here at Double Angel Ballpark, top of the 6th, 9-1 lead for game day. Larks will see this team again on Monday. First pitch at the same time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time.
Oh.
This one's hit well to left field. Boone's looking up, and Cade Brown can toss the bat and bring in 3 runs. Hey,
See,
don't call it a comeback.
What did I tell you? It all starts with 1 run.
Brown, who had 2 doubles against Gameday last year, picks up his 3rd extra base hit against Gameday in his career and picks up 3 RBIs on 1 swing of the bat. LaRue scores, Terosian scores, and Brown scores. Home run number 2 of the season for Cade Brown. He leads the team. RBIs 6, 7, and 8, and runs scored. RBIs 5, 6, and 7, and runs scored number 4. Terosian scores his team leading 9th run of the year. And Tyler LaRue scores for the 4th time of 2022. Pop fly over the left side. Fender chases it into foul territory, and Jackson Halter will go down quick on the pop out. Larks have gotten 4 runs, a pair of singles, a home run, and a walk.
12, Palmer Hutchison.
Two-away first pitch to Palmer Hutchison. He swings at one outside, 0-1. Hutch 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a single. Swan catches the outside corner, no balls, 2 strikes. Lucard on deck should the Larks need him. Do it for the Game Day Angels. 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Hodges, Sackett, and Dingus. 0-2, Hutchison reads well, but sends it off the bottom of his bat to the backstop, 0-2. Larks looking for their 5th straight win. They're 1-0 in league play. They won the Rocky Mountain Baseball League last year and in 2019. And in 2020. So they are 2 for 2. Been in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League for 2 years and have won the title both years. This year there's some added competition with Dodge and Liberal coming back into the Larks League. 0-2, Ingles from the windup. Hutchison sends it foul and will continue to stay at an 0-2 count with 2 away. Bases empty, top of the 6th, Larks down by 5. You know, you weren't here for that last year, but Larks started off a game 11-1, Tanner. They were down by 10 and then scored 10 runs over the last 3 innings, descended into extra innings and won as Hutchison flies out here. But I said on the broadcast that it feels like that, and you said a comeback starts with 1 run. They get 4 here in the 6th, and we'll go to the bottom half down by 5.
Ways.
Bottom of the 6th, Caleb Meredith returns to the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Allowed 1 run in the 5th inning. And starts off with a strike here to Van Hodges. Not Van Hodges, Drew Sackett. Sackett 1 for 2 in the day with a walk, a single, and a strikeout. Scored 1 and picked up 1 RBI. Hits 1 to deep right field. Cade Brown is sprinted forward. It bounces off of the wall between the 312 markers and 380 markers. And it's going to be a leadoff double for Drew Sackett, his 2nd hit of the ball game. So runner on 2nd with nobody out. Tanner, give us a scouting report on your teammate, Caleb Meredith.
He's a very mature lefty. When I first met him, I could have swore he was a lot older than he is. He acts a lot older than he is.
He looks old.
He has a good command of the zone. Yeah.
Well said. First delivery here from Meredith is fouled off to Tyler Dingus. Dingus on the day, 2 for 3. He's from the Osho County Community College at JUCO in Kansas. Meredith this year started off with 2 innings pitched against the Great Bend Batcats. Got the start. 1 hit allowed, no walks, a strikeout, and no runs. Then pitched on the 7th against Dodge City. Went 3 innings in the start. In the game that the Larks won. This one's hit well to left field. Going back is Dreiling. He looks up. It's going to be a 2-run shot for the Game Day Angels. They lead 11-4 now.
Well, that's not what you want to see.
Not at all. And kind of uncharacteristic of Caleb Meredith to give up a home run. So Halter will go have a chat with his pitcher. And we'll get on the same page. Lead extends to 7 now from 5. So takes us to the 5-hole, Nathan Vermas.
Next up for the Angels, number 2, Nathan.
Vermas on the day, 1 for 3, a pair of strikeouts, 1 from Walton, 1 from Ben Baker Livingston. And he also singled in the 3rd inning. Ben Baker Livingston got the start. BBL went 2 innings, 5 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. And then Kim Walton came into the game, 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and gave up a pair of walks. 1-1 count here to Vermas, the DH. Sends one to the backstop, 1-2. Vermas, the DH out at North Dakota State University, is one of only a couple of Division I players on the roster for the Gameday Angels. 1-2, grounded slow to the 3rd baseman. Hutchison fields it, throws across the diamond in time for out number 1 of the 6th. Good play from Hutchison, and the hot corner been so consistent for the Larks for the past 3 years. Takes us to the 6-hole. Zach Boone, the left fielder, reached on an air in the 4th inning and singled in the 3rd inning. And grounded out in inning number 1. It'll be his first at bat versus Caleb Meredith. The last time the Larks and the Angels met, it was in Hayes on July 28th of last year. Larks run-ruled the Saints 17-7. In that game, Brady Evans had 2 runs scored. Cade Brown had a great game, 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Dylan Drawling also with a great game. A trio of hits and a trio of runs scored for tonight's left fielder. Dylan broke the game open in the last inning with a sacrifice fly. And things started moving for the Larks. The 0-1 home misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Same defensive alignment for the Larks that they started the game with. Dowling in left, Rosian in center, Lucard in right. Brown at first, Ferenzi at second, Jaslov at short. Palmer Hutchison in the hot corner, and then Jackson Halter behind the dish. 2-1 for Meredith, swing and a miss. Great pitch from the Tennessee Volunteer, 2-2 with the count. Meredith from Chucky, Tennessee. Played at University High. Gets a pop fly out of play here. 6'1", lefty freshman. Picked up a ton of accolades in high school. Conference MVP in 2021. All-region selected the same year. Second-team baseball All-State from Tennessee Baseball Report. TSWA Class A All-States. He picks up another strikeout here. Strikeout number 1 of the 6th and out number 2.
Got him with the high cheese.
That's what we like to see out of our guy. Strikeout number 1 on the day for him. And on the season, strikeout number 3. So it's a Joe Fender. 1 for 3 on the day with a single, then a ground out and a pop out. Halter sets up outside. Pitch goes there. Chasing it is Finder. Swing and miss, 0-1. Finder from Garden City Community College. He's a Lincoln, Nebraska native. Larks' first base coach and assistant coach. Andy Luton, a Garden City Community College grad. 0-2. Unless I'm wrong with that one. No, he went to Barton CC and then Fort Hays, not Garden.
I'm kind of noticing Caleb likes to work a little bit inside to hitters, and then starts away with a slider like that to lefties.
That's what he did there. Got the outside swing and a miss for his second strikeout of the inning. Strikes out back-to-back batters, but allows a 2-run shot. And the Gameday Angels will take a 7th-run lead to the 7th inning. Top of the 7th here in Colorado. Leadoff called strike to Braden Lukart. Braden Lukart, the Oklahoma Sooner. 0 for 2 in the day with a flyout in the lineout. We're at the bottom of the order. Larks brought 7 to the plate in the 6th inning and scored 4. New pitcher in the game, Tony Suss for the Gameday Angels out of Augustana College, Inglewood, Colorado native.
Braden has had some really good swings. Braden's had some really good swings tonight. Just unlucky hitting them right at the fielders.
Seems to be a theme for the Larks tonight. This one's hit well to left field, but it's going to be foul, and nobody's going to get to it. So we'll go 1-2 with the count. Tony Suss this year for the Gameday Angels, making appearance number 3. He's thrown 2 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 earned run, and 2 walks, striking out 2. Nice take from Lukart outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, top of the order, Ben Ferenzi, Jazz Love in the hole for the Larks. Larks scored 4 in the last inning. They would sure like to replicate it here in the 7th. Dylan Drowling drove in a run with a sacrifice fly, then Brown followed it up with a 3-run shot. And Lukart sends one to the shortstop. Alba eats it, throws to first. It's high, but reaching for it is Dingus in time for out number 1 of the 7th. Larks down to their final 8 outs, down by 7.
Braden, 3 good swings tonight, all outs. Baseball treats you like that sometimes.
I was just going to say that's just baseball.
Yeah.
In a sport where if you're successful 30% of the time you're a great player, it's just tough. Ferenzi to the dish, singled on the first, since then 0 for 2. The Australian from Arizona Western Community College. Slider catches the outside part of the plate, 0-1. 1 away, top of the 7th. No scoreboard on the stream tonight because of the internet issues, but we'll try to get it back on tomorrow. Until then, try to keep bringing up the score on the call. Larks will play against the Denver Cougars tomorrow. First pitch at 2 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, so you can catch it right here on Larks Network. 0-2 counts to Ben Ferenzi. Suss from the stretch, the 0-2 check swing and a strike 3 to Ben Ferenzi, 0 for 3 in his last 3. Larks down to their final 7 outs, down by just as many. 2 away for Austin Jaslove, base is empty. Paris singled his last 2 plate appearances, and he scored in the last inning on the Drowling sacrifice fly. First delivery to Jazz Love, misses low, no balls and a strike.
This guy's got a pretty good changeup. And a little tail to his fastball.
It's worked so far through the first 2 batters he's faced. Sophomore from Augustana College delivers home. Jaslov pops it up. Oh, it's going to be behind us. And drops. Hits the vending machines.
I would have saved you.
Thank you. It makes me feel safe. I thought they were going to get our boy Hunter. Ross was just standing back there minding his own business and was in his neck of the woods. So that's a D3 pitcher, one of many Colorado natives on the Angels roster. Going up against the Tennessee Volunteer from Tennessee. Knoxville native. Count moves to 1-2. Suss nods at the first sign from Finnegan. Suss goes from the stretch, the 1-2. Jaslove sends over the right side and it pings off the netting pole. 1-2. Talk about 2-strike approaches in the last inning. Jaslove having a good one here and is looking to get aboard and keep the Larks inning alive. Under the lights here at Double Angel Ballpark, the 1-2 found to the right side again. Jaslove working the pitch count of Suss.
Suss is making some really good pitches here. Jazz is just fighting him off.
Suss has thrown 11 pitches, 8 of them found their way into the zone. Started off 2 of the 3 batters he's faced with a first pitch strike. 1-2, foul tip into the glove of Finnegan. Larks go in order in the 7th. They trail by 7 as we go to the 7th inning stretch here on Larks Network. Preston Tabor takes over the mound, makes his Larks debut here in the bottom half of the 7th inning in a good situation to make your debut for the Larks. No pressure situation for Tabor. The southpaw out of Dallas Baptist delivers one home, popped over to the right side. Brown jogs backwards and gets called off by Ben Ferenzi, who makes the catch for out number 1 of the bottom half of the 7th inning. Aiden Finnegan now 1-4.
Next up for game day, number 47, Connor Camden.
So we go to the bottom of the order. Connor Camden, 1 for 3 on the day. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Runs scored. Preston Tabor, 5'10" freshman from Burleson, Texas. Played for the Dallas Baptist Patriots this past year in his freshman season. 4 appearances for him. A little bit late getting to the Larks because of Dallas Baptist's postseason run. Did well in the conference tournament and then had a bid to the NCAA tournament. It's a swing and a miss on a 2-0 delivery, 2-1. He's rated as the 199th overall left-handed pitcher in the United States from Perfect Game out of Burleson Centennial High School. The 2021 District Pitcher of the Year, 2021 Johnson County Pitcher of the Year. Perfect Game South World Series MVP as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, bases empty. Tabor delivers home, grounded over the right side. Foul. In his club ball, Tabor had a strikeout to walk ratio of 42-5, just ridiculous. In a good way, great way. Threw 72% strikes, 70% of his batters saw a first pitch strike, and he averaged 15 pitches per inning pitched. Tabor shakes off Halter and delivers from the windup. 2-2, great pitch for Tabor and strikes out his first batter as a Lark.
That was spotted up great. Slider right around the plate. framed it good.
The game day fans didn't like that call.
Top of the order now
Larks
for the
fans
Gameday
do.
Angels, number 6, Caleb Allball.
I know, Jackson Halter framed that one well, and he was like off balance. He was
Yeah.
on 1 foot while he framed it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Halter. 2 away, top of the order, bottom of the 7th. Caleb Allball to the dish. Started off the game 2 for 2 and is now 0 for 2. Scored in each of the first 2 innings. And fouls this one off 0-1.
Game day players still arguing that last strike 3 call. Seems like it's under control though.
Thank you for the report. Glad that our umpires are keeping it tame here. Because last year we did have a lot of chirping, and we had an ejection last year. So today, good to see that the umpire's keeping it cool. Ground ball up the middle, get a pass, diving for Renzi, and a base hit with 2 outs for Allball. So we'll go to Van Hodges. 1 for 4 on the day with a double.
Next up for the Angels, number 8, Van Hodges.
Hodges, the right fielder, into the 5th inning. Scored the 2nd run of the game. Preston Tabor looking to keep the Game Day Saints off the scoreboard for the first inning today. This is your first game watching the Larks. Very uncharacteristic game for the Larks, down by 7 here in the bottom of the 7th. After we cruised kind of through the first 5 games, dropped the first one in a game where we were just slow to get going, but we've won the past 4 pretty dominantly. 1-0 check swing, call it strike. Larks looking to get their 6th win against Game Day over the past 3 seasons here. Pop fly over the right side, running in. He's going to be Lucarts. It'll drop in front of him as he slides. They're going to wave the runner home from 3rd, and they're actually going to stop him. And Mike Coons changes his mind. Saves that 3rd out from happening, but Hodges will get on base and get it all the way to 2nd, all ball to 3rd.
Stepping up to the plate, number
And now a
3,
dangerous hitter,
Drew
Drew Sackett, who had a big double in the last inning and scored off the home run from Dingus, who's on deck right now. 2 away, runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd. Nice pitch from Tabor. They will say it missed outside, however. 1-0. Great night for baseball. It's cooled off. No wind. 1-0 from Tabor. A hack from Sackett. He can't make contact. People were on the Larks were complaining about the heat. But you, an Arizona boy, that didn't phase you 90 degrees.
That's actually felt really nice. Really nice to get some sun without humidity.
You're crazy. You said it was 110 in your hometown, and that's normal for you. Check swing, grounded to Tabor, fields it, spins around, throws to 1st. Cade Brown scoops it, won't be able to pick it up. It'll be an errant throw and 2 score. Advancing to 2nd base is Sackett. It is now a 13-4 ball game. Allball scores for the 3rd time today. Hodges scores. A long ball in his last at bat. Has 2 singles to go with it. Tabor delivers one, popped over the right side. Do it for the Larks in the next inning. 2, 3, and 4. Jaslov, Terosian, and LaRue. Larks got to get 9 runs over the course of 6 outs.
It's a tough task.
And Game Day's now scored in every single inning. Spin around from Tabor, no throw. Outside, 1-1. If Game Day scores that runner from 2nd, that would be the ball game. Don't want to get run roll to start a road trip. Larks did run roll the Game Day Saints last year, 17-7. on July 28th. Final regular season game of the year for the Larks, before they went to the NBC tournament and made a deep run. Tabor shakes off Halter. Now we'll go from the stretch. Halter sets up right down the middle. Delivery runs inside. Hitters count 3-1 for Dingus, the first baseman. Dingus, a veteran of Gameday, Highlands Ranch native. Tabor sure is shaken off a lot of Halter's calls. Shakes off 2 there, nods on the third one. Looks at the runner at second, delivers home, and the shake-off was good because he gets a pop fly in the middle of the infield. Jaslove calls off Ferenzi and gets out number 3 behind second base. Gameday scores a couple for the second straight inning. They take a 9-run lead to the 8th here on Larks Network. Back for the top of the 8th, Jack Tarosian to lead it off for the Larks. Jack having a great start to the 2022 campaign. Takes a called strike here.
Jack always seems so calm when he's at the plate. Always has a very mature approach.
Brought that approach to the last at bat where he walked on a lot of pitches. Cam was stuck at 3-2 for a while, and he just kept fouling balls off before he got the one that was outside the zone and walked 90 feet to first. 1-1 counts to our center fielder.
That last pitch looked a little right down the middle. Took it for a ball.
Hey,
Thanks, umpire.
We'll take it. We'll take it. 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Now they'll call that a strike. That I for sure thought that was a ball. Makeup call right there.
Yeah, probably.
1-2 regardless. Sets get set. Suss will deliver from the stretch. 1-2. Tarosian lines it to Al ball for out number 1. Could have got that into the gap. Would have been an easy single. Just another one where it's a ball struck well, but just right at a guy.
So Suss is really locating his pitches well, making us earn our hits.
The Larks really struggled with command, especially in the first few innings. He up walks, and then one thing led to another, and Gameday took a big lead. 13-4 here in the top of the 8th. LaRue at the dish. 0-1 count. Singled in his last at bat to put his hitting streak at 4 games. Swing and a miss here. No balls and 2 strikes. The guy his teammates call Thor.
Yeah, when I first saw Tyler, I could have swore he was 35, and he does look exactly like Thor, but he's a big teddy bear. He's such a friendly guy. A lot of the guys' best friends.
He's cool. 0-2 to him, runs outside. I should say he's just an intimidating figure, and then you go talk to him, and he's
Yes.
the nicest guy on the team.
Yes.
1-2 to LaRue. Dryling on deck, Brown in the hole. Suss got to tie his shoes, so we'll wait. Not quite the same atmosphere as a game at Larks Park, Tyler.
Yeah, it's not. It's very quiet here.
Double-digit fans here at Game Day. The 1-2 home. LaRue pops it over to the right side. It's going to go in shallow right field. But running in quite a ways is Hodges for out number 2. Larks down to their final 4 outs. Now to the 5 hole. Dylan Dreiling, 0 for 2 in the day, but had that sacrifice fly in the 6th.
Next up for the Larks, number 33, Dylan Dryling.
Brown taking some hard cuts on deck. First delivery to Dreiling, drops below his knees, 1-0. Dreiling having a great year, leads the team in RBIs with 10 of those. One 0 to Dreiling, hit hard, but again, right at the second baseman, Sackett, and Larks go 1-2-3 for the second straight inning, and we'll go to the bottom half of the 8th, down by 9. Game Day gonna end it with 1 run.
No runs, no hits.
Bottom of the 8th, the Fort Hays State Tiger, Hunter Parker, will take over on the mound. Get things going, and as you pointed out, see if he can be the first pitcher to keep Game Day off the scoreboard. That's the only way we'll get to see a 9th inning is if he does. First pitch from Parker outside, 1-0. Parker, pitcher number 5 of the game for the Larks. So swing and a miss here, 1 ball and a strike. One is the count to Nathan Vermas. Called strike. 1-2. Ramasa DH, 1 for 4 on the day with a single and a couple of strikeouts. 1 from Walton, 1 from Baker Livingston.
Oh, good pitch.
And he will punch him out. Like you just said, great pitch from Parker. Strikeout number 8 on the season for the Colorado native.
Now batting number 23, Zach Boone.
Now to Zach Boone, the 6th on the order, 1 for 4, with a single and a run scored. Parker from this neck of the woods, says his family only has to travel an hour across Denver to get to the game tonight. They made the trip out and shown support for their righty. No balls and a strike after the foul ball. Parker, an Aurora native for the Larks, 6'1" senior from Fort Hays State. His 2nd year with the Larks. It's a swing and a miss here. Struck out 101 guys at Fort Hays in the past 2 years. And last year for the Larks, he struck out 36. This year he struck out 8. 44 career strikeouts for the Larks. Combine that with all the guys he struck out at Larks Park for the Tigers. He's punched out quite a lot of guys at Larks Park. This time at Double Angel Field, he'll allow a 1-out single to Zach Boone. Boone's 2nd hit of the game. Barring a miracle, the good thing about the road trip is that Larks will get a chance to turn things around tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon against the Denver Cougars and get the change of tide going after the loss.
Yeah, after like a game like this, it's kind of the only thing you can do is just think about the next day.
Runner takes off on the pass ball, and he will be safe at 2nd. Boone in scoring position with Finder at the plate. Finder, 1 for 4 with a strikeout and a single.
Yeah, as I was saying, you kind of just have to think about the next day and just move on and just like forget everything that happened like the previous day and just go out there and compete the next day.
Halter sets up outside. Barber's delivery is outside, chasing swing from Finder. 1-1. Parker, a composed pitcher on the mound, doesn't let things phase him.
Parker is, coming to know, he's the type of guy that you always want on the mound. He just goes out there and competes every single time he's out there. always throws strikes with all this stuff.
And he
has a good pace to his pitching.
Super smart on the mound too.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Misses outside here though, 2-1. But yeah, when Parker's on the mound, it's his game. He had a shutout last year in a great game. Went through a complete game against Fort Collins. Had a great year after the Gameday appearance last year. Swing and a miss, 2-2. He was the pitcher in the game that the Larks. He was a starting pitcher in the game that the Larks started out 11-1 down against Gameday and came back to 18-16. But after that, he just went on a tear. When you take out that game, his ERA drops over 1 point, down to 2.37. Gets another strikeout here. Strikeout number 2 of the day for Hunter Parker. 2 outs, both strikeouts.
Stepping up to the plate.
Could not catch up to the high fastball.
Finder back to the dugout for the last time today. Back-to-back strikeouts for him at the plate. To the 8-hole, Aiden Finnegan, who singled in the 3rd.
Hope the outfielders realize that if the run scores, it's game over. So I hope they're scooted in on a base hit so they can throw them out at the plate.
They don't look scooted in.
Yeah.
Defense is straight up infield and outfield. Runner takes off with Hunter's slow delivery. This one's popped up the middle. Jaslov slides. The throw to first, not going to be in time. And Gameday will score run number 14 and run rule the Larks in the 8th inning. Tyler, thank you for getting on the mic tonight. I'll let you go back and be with your team for the post game, but you sounded good and appreciate having you.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast, and I hope to do it again.
Yes, sir. Larks lose it 14-4 here. Just weird to be on the other side of a run rule, but the Larks will have a chance to get revenge against the Gameday Angels on Monday.
Over the visiting Hayes Larks. Improved to 2-0 at home this season.
You can catch that game on Larks Network, hopefully, barring technology.
Same opponent.
Tomorrow we will take on the Denver Cougars at 2 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Larks will look for win number 5 of the season. 4-game win streak snapped tonight. Larks fall to 4-2 on the season, 1-1 in Rocky Mountain Baseball League play. Angels 3-1 in league play and overall. Losing pitcher tonight, Ben Baker Livingston. Cade Brown has a good game for the Larks, drives in 3 of the Larks' 4 runs. But again, Larks lose it in the 8th inning, 14-4 on Larks Network. So we'll see you tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. Weird to have an afternoon game for the Larks, but that's the way it'll be. We'll see you tomorrow against the Cougars as Larks look to get back and in rhythm. This has been Carson Ackerman on the call. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great rest of your Friday night.